Yeah, big. Talk your shit.
Hey, what's going on with YouTube? It's your girl Honeybee QB coming back at you with another video. Thank you for coming to Live in the Hive. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Child, life be lifing, okay? But I'm back with the jump off. What's good with it, Hive? I'm so glad to be back. You guys, we got a lot to get into. A lot been going on, honey. Let's get into this tea. So before we start, I want to say rest in peace to my beautiful mom, Brenda, aka Matilda. You know, she only really went by Matilda these past 20-something years. But anywho, don't ask me no questions why my mama wants to be called Matilda Eve. Stop. Anywho. Rest in peace to you, Mom. I love you so much, and I miss you. Now, speaking of rest in peace, it looks like we lost Magoo on the same day that my mom passed away, actually, over the weekend. On the 13th of August, he passed away at 50 years old. We don't know the cause of death as of yet, but we do know that, of course, Missy Elliott and Timbaland is hurting right now. Here's a little bit of what Missy had to say. Missy went to her Instagram and shared how she first met him. She said that she was very shocked about his voice and she couldn't believe he told her, "Hey, my name is Melvin." And she laughed and she said, "You really talk like that?" And he said, "Yep," and kept on laughing. So she asked him what did he do. He said, "I rap." And he spit 8 bars for her. And then she said, "You kind of remind me of Q-Tip." And he was like, "Yeah, he one of my favorite MCs." That was a pretty cool little story that Missy shared with us about Magoo. Rest in peace to Magoo. I mean, what a staple. His voice was very different, I will say that. And he just brought the vibes back in the 90s. Rest in peace to Magoo. So this past weekend, Beyoncé graced the stage in Atlanta and everybody and their mama came out. The who's was there, okay? We had 21 Savage, we had Summer Walker, Tiana Taylor. It was popping. Now, of course, Kandi was there and she had her a sweet honey, a little spot for her and her friends to kick it VIP style. And we saw Toya, we saw Rashida, we saw Phaedra. Oh, not Phaedra. We saw Porsha, honey. Now, see, Miss Kandi been hanging out with Miss Porsha a lot lately, and everybody's starting to give the eye, like, why is she still hanging out with Porsha, but she don't want to kick it with Phaedra? So much so that even Nene kind of brought it up in her interview with Carlos King just recently. So Kandi kind of addressed this and broke it down. Check out the clip.
Conversation for what?
She was saying the fans was robbed of that, and she was like, "If you
and they ain't never gonna get it because no, the reason why I say it's not about the fans. I love the fans, but
and if you made up with Porsha, and she's like, you and Porsha have become friends again, she don't see why Phaedra don't get the same grace. But I mean, what do you mean? It
wasn't just that. People also forget the whole thing. Okay, first of all, those accusations, people want to bring those up every other year. I don't know if y'all know, people be like, "Oh, she must be true," or maybe it's some truth too, even though y'all seen it play out as a lie, right? And we all know those type of accusations
they stick with you for
life. Stick with you for life. Had Porsha not said anything, right, I would have never known that she did it. And I would have never been able to defend myself against that.
Yeah.
It would have just been something that would have been forever. Kept going and dragged my name, right? And my businesses.
Yeah.
And mind you, I have a Bedroom Candy, which is an adult brand. And something like that definitely will ruin that.
Yeah,
right?
absolutely.
So that's one thing. The other part about that, I think a lot of people forget in the middle of the reunion that year, she was like, "Oh yeah, how's everything going with your restaurant?" Now, people, what y'all don't know, or what I thought I explained back then, maybe some of y'all don't forget. My restaurant wasn't.
The city and calling people. I remember you saying.
Yes, for some reason, like I had passed everything before the board, but my liquor license had not been signed off on, and we were supposed to be opening our restaurant, but for some reason, it hadn't been signed off on. And when she did that, I knew that she had something to do with it because she was cool with the person who had to sign off. Let's just say that at the time. Okay. And so my whole thing was, it's one thing for you to try to tear me down on the show. Mm-hmm. Right?
Yeah.
But then you also trying to affect my life and my business outside of the show. Probably. And that's when I was just like, you know what? That's dangerous.
Yeah, now one thing about them Scorpios, they are vengeful, honey. You do something to them, they are going to want to get their revenge back. And it is sad. Honestly, I don't blame Kandi for not hanging out with Phaedra. That was pretty low. And it does seem like, she definitely knew some people. She was able to keep some things stopped and her bag stopped. Why are you trying to stop my bag beyond this show? Why are you trying to dog me so bad? Like, that is really to the white meat. And it was obvious that she used Porsha to be her little, run around, do the dirty work person. Porsha ain't have a clue. She don't even know it's 365 days in a year, honey. All she worried about is that man gonna love on her and give her that money. She don't be paying attention, okay? She used Porsha as her Pinocchio, to do her dirty work. So I actually like Phaedra. She was one of my favorites on the show. And I think that's what the problem is. It's just like everybody really loved Phaedra. She was just so relatable. And what happened though is Phaedra was hurt. She didn't have time for Kandi to be doing all that pillow talk with Todd, trying to get all the tea about Apollo and not understanding that she needs to be on her side. And I do really feel like back then when that happened, honestly, Kandi, you should have stuck with your girl. Because, come on, let's be for real. Obviously, whatever Apollo was doing was no good, okay? You already know Apollo was doing some bad stuff and he ended up going to jail afterwards for the stuff that he was doing. And it was just like, girl, my kids are involved. You was there when I birthed my children. Why aren't you not, supporting me in my divorce? And that's where they had, broke off. I understand it. I get it, Phaedra. But to go against this woman and her company and all this stuff, I guess Phaedra felt like, honey, it's an eye for an eye, honey. You gonna turn my family down? You gonna help turn my family down and not gonna speak up for me? I'm gonna turn this business down. Oh, just evilness. Definitely don't blame you, Kandi girl. I wouldn't talk to Phaedra either.
Who are pitting Taylor Swift and Beyoncé, their tours against each other.
Nothing to say about that.
You think they shouldn't? They're both amazing queens. They shouldn't be.
They both should be celebrated.
We shouldn't compare them at all.
Absolutely not. You know that.
Fantastic. What question?
Since Mama Tina ain't gonna say it, child, I'm gonna say it. Oh, I got me a Cadillac, Cadillac, Cadillac. Got me a Cadillac car. Yes, I got me a Cadillac, Cadillac, Cadillac. Look at me, mister, I'm a star. It's definitely giving Dreamgirls white boy version, white girl version. What is going on here? Taylor Swift. How you gonna sit up here and steal Beyonce's whole creative idea for her concert? What is going on here? Child, I know Mama Tina didn't want to express herself like she needs to express herself because, of course, she's been media trained since 90, whatever, 4, 5, 6, 7, whatever it's been, child. She's been media trained to know how to say these things and speak on these people. But come on. First of all, Beyonce has been famous since the 90s. And Taylor Swift came around in the 2000s. So, yes, she is copying. Let me say that. All right. Got me a Cadillac and a Cadillac car. Get the hell on out of here with all this Vogue and dancing and stuff. Oh, great. Bye, Taylor. We don't care.
Somebody say that your boyfriend's looking for me.
Honey, tell me you done without telling me you done. What? I gagged. I had to come on here real quick and say something about this. Hold up, Miss KeKe Palmer and Usher. This is so smart. Whoever their managers are, whoever the brand strategist is, which he probably was KiKi. I love it. Honey, she said she is done. Not only did she get on stage and said she don't need a, but she also done got on the song with Usher. This is over between her and this baby daddy. I don't know what he said behind the scenes, but it had to be more than your mom that had upset her, because this is crazy. I'm here for it though. Are you? Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Thank you for coming to Live in the Hive. Peace.